What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we're going to go ahead and go through a full kind of lower power lift from me, but it's really general. I mean, this is obviously, I'm not going to tag this as a lower lift for baseball players, but it really is, to be honest with you. But it is for a lot of athletes. So we started off in the sauna. I was in there for 5 to 10 minutes or so, and we transitioned into some just dynamic warm-up stuff. As I've gotten older, I put a huge focus on warming up because not only does it make the actual high-intensity exercises feel better on your body when you get there, it also actually makes you perform better. So you're fully warm, your body's ready to go. Now, as far as what exactly to do in a warm-up, I mean, there's so many things you can do. I just focus on starting with the sauna, then going to my legs, then adding a little bit of rotation, then going to my upper body, adding some rotation there, and just kind of getting more and more and more intense with the movements and adding a little bit more speed, and that's generally how I go about it. So first exercise we're doing here is just going to be some sprints with some walking back. Probably got 1 minute or so in between each sprint. I love the sprints both from an acceleration perspective as well as a deceleration perspective, which a lot of people I think overlook when they think about sprints. Second exercise, just some split stance assisted jumps here. It's been a while since I've done these, so you see me wiggling all over the place because I'm not super stable. But this is just a progression from normally at this point I'd have some sort of like jump. So instead of a counter movement jump or a depth jump, this progression, we're just like adding a little bit of variability. A nice little slip there. It's been a while. Adding a little bit of variability, but still getting the vertical jump stimulus. So here we'll move into some lifting. So I'll generally put an Olympic lift at about this part of the lift. And today we're going to snatch. So obviously taking a few warm-up reps here, taking my time. I had a bunch of overhead volume in my last upper day. So really taking my time with overhead, making sure everything's warm again so we're good to go. And moving up weights. I know a lot of people ask, how do you determine how much weight to go up when you're warming up? I just take it one step at a time. I don't really have a 100%, like this is exactly how you do it. It just depends how my body feels and move from there. And this is the first working set here. So that's a lighter bar. It's a little bit thinner. So that's 175 pounds. Some hang power snatches. And we'll keep adding a little bit of weight each set here. This will be 195 pounds. And as we start to get into these heavier weights, I really like the catch. Like right here, when I drop the weight and then catch it, I really like that. I think that's an overlooked part of Olympic lifting training because you're decelerating the weight. It's a pretty strong eccentric stimulus to decelerate a pretty heavy weight. So here's the top set. We've got, 215 on the bar because it's a lighter bar. And for a set of 3, things get a little wiggly here. Didn't quite get it high enough, but it is what it is. Not every rep's going to be perfect, you know? And we'll move into some clean pulls. We've got 305 on the bar. And I was kind of wondering how well is this going to move, and see on this third rep, this bar flies. So obviously need to go up. Feels really comfortable. Moving to 395. So again, that bar's light. And this is kind of a deep position for me. Normally I don't pull from this far down from the ground because you'll see my butt come up, and I have a tough time down in that low position. But just adding some variability. Honestly, I was a little lazy and didn't want to pull out all the blocks to get it all the way up. But it's something that I should have pulled out blocks to bring it up a little bit higher to me. And here's 445. This is the top set of clean pulls for the day. And 4 or 5 reps? I think that was 4 reps there. And then we'll move into some hamstring work. So I am notorious at under-programming hamstring work, so I make it a big point for me to make sure that I add in some hamstring stuff. And I'm sending these. So I'm trying as hard as I possibly can to stop myself. I've got a pretty heavy upper body, so that pulls me down a lot. And this setup I kind of just thought of on the fly. Normally you could do this with a partner, but I didn't have a partner, so just kind of threw a weight behind we'll kind of pin the weight up against the pads and then toss the weight behind it. So that bar is stuck, good to go, and acts as a really good thing to hold my feet as I'm decelerating myself down towards the ground. And then this last part here, super important, clean up your weights. As I've gotten older, I've realized how important this is. Leave the place how you found it. Be responsible. And guys, that's what we got for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel for more content just like it.